Alright, looks like we're live and ready to go. What's going on, guys? It's the Archaic Eagle here today, and we're back playing a little bit more Pokemon Fire Red. Now, last video, we were finally able to take care of Silphco, get through that pretty quick. It wasn't too bad. Surprisingly, most of the time was spent trying to figure out the really annoying warp pad puzzle in Sabrina's gym. So, today's plan is we're going to take on Sabrina. That won't be too much of a problem. That shouldn't really be any issue. After we get through Sabrina, the next plan is to head back to Fuchsia City and then start surfing out, and hopefully we can get the Cinnabar and get through with Blaine, and that will just about get us caught back up to where we should be. So we're going to just go ahead and hop right into it and see what we can get done today. Now, my plan with Sabrina is pretty simple. I'm just going to spam Snorlax because she runs Psychic types, which are the perfect example of a glass cannon. If you don't really know what that is, basically they're super strong, but they're also basically made of glass. It's really easy to knock them around. So let's go ahead and hop in. Apparently she's had visions of my arrival. I think they have a pill for that now, honestly. So she may want to go get that checked out. So she starts off with Kadabra. This will be pretty simple. And her team's more or less leveled out the same way that Koga's was from a few episodes ago. So I'm not too worried. Let's just see what move would work best here. Headbutt does 70, Strength has base 80. So we're just going to probably spam Strength. Except she does that. Now that's the only thing I really don't like, is her team is pretty well built to counter their biggest weakness, which is dealing with physical attacking moves like Strength and, you know, moves like that. So Snorlax is trying to learn Body Slam, which I'll probably replace Headbutt with, honestly. Actually, I'll replace Yawn. So that way I can have a nice sort of pool of attacking moves. I'm going to use Mr. Mime. Now, I know Kadabra and Alakazam are pretty fragile. I've never dealt with Mr. Mime enough. I hate Calm Mind, though, because it basically gets them prepped up to start slinging damage, which is what I think she's going to try and do. Yep. She's going to go in with Psybeam. Now, I'm getting ready to take a future Sight attack, and she's gonna lose a turn for having to heal up Mr. Mime, so she's gonna lose a turn, so I can hopefully get a couple of good hits in, and hopefully not take too much damage. And Reflect's done, which is good. Yeah. See, most likely, if she uses anything else, she'll probably wind up wasting a turn just using Reflect. That's just because that's how the computer tends to play it. I'm not too worried about Venomoth, because even if she knocks out Charmeleon, it still also has that bug typing, so it'll be weak to Pidgeot. And really, she's a lot more annoying than Koga. Just simply because Koga will spam like Toxic and Sludge and just moves like that. Whereas she just kinda once she kind of once you get past Kadabra and everything, she's just going to basically. Hey, Eagle, what's going on, man? Alright. So, let's just test the waters here. It's Alakazam, so I'm just gonna kind of throw Charmeleon off to the wolves here. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Not too worried about it. As long as she doesn't use Reflect again, I should be able to hit 2 or 3 body slams, and we'll be pretty set. Ah. Now I did not know that her Alakazam had synchronized. So basically, what that does is if I cause a status effect to them, then it bounces back on me as well. So I was hoping that I could have got it while it was paralyzed, but it's no big deal. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm actually, like I said last night, I'm streaming a bit earlier tonight because I have classes tomorrow, so I wanted to go ahead and get my stream done before I went to bed, but I know how it is, especially if you've been under the weather. I mean, that's no fun at all, especially trying to get everything set up for a stream. Now, did she give me Psychic? No, she gave me Calm Mind, which I don't really care about. Calm Mind ain't nothing. Oh god. I'm having flashbacks to last night already, because I can't remember the pattern. Okay, so we're back right where I need to be. So if I hit this one, I should come out on the other side of the map. But if I hit this one, I should hopefully come back out. Nope. I guess we're just going to try them all then. So I think I came from that one. So I need to hit this one. There we go. Alright. So we're done and done. And when I do the highlights of the post game, this isn't really post game, but I just really don't. Yeah, that would kind of mess up getting a stream done, honestly. Not much fun. Not much fun staring at an empty office. So yeah, I can completely understand, not wanting to stream, because it takes a bunch of it out if you're not able to be doing anything the whole time. But like I was saying, this isn't really part of the end game. I just really don't want to mess with it right now. It's the fighting dojo. When I come back through, doing the stuff in the end game, I kind of want to save this just because it'll give us something a little extra to do. But if you beat all the trainers here and the head of the dojo, you'll actually get your pick of Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee, and I don't need a fighting type, so not really going to waste my time with that yet. It'll just be something worth checking out. In the end, I may use it actually as a grinding run before I go take on the Elite Four and the Champion. That hit the spot. So away we go back to Fuchsia City. I need to teach Gyarados Surf. Have I taught him Surf yet? Let's learn Surf. Nope, didn't teach it to him. Because I'm a genius. I'm a genius, folks. Alright, so... moving right along... at least get Jolteon a little training in here. So, silly me didn't pay attention to how this game, how the progression of the story goes. So, I was thinking through it last night and I realized that there's actually a part of the Sevi Islands, it's sort of a side quest or a side story. I completely forgot that you actually go there before you get a chance to take on Giovanni. So that's actually going to come up right after I take care of Playin and his gym, and depending on how quickly we get to his gym and take care of him, I may go ahead and try and get that knocked out, so that way the next stream is just us taking on Giovanni and kind of getting prepped for the Elite Four, or I may not. Again, right now I'm just kind of playing it off by ear. So we'll see how that goes. Bum bum bum. Yeah, this cold's unreal. I'm feeling it, and I have to get up at 6 in the morning, so that's another reason why I'm streaming so early, is I have to get up at 6 and drive halfway across the state. Nah, it's too cold. I wish this... Yeah, it's no fun. I gotta be up at bright and early at 6. Because normally I would have just done this stream I would have started at about another hour and a half from now and probably took it till about another hour from now and took it till about midnight or so. But I gotta be up super early, and it's gonna be ridiculously cold. Plus, having to walk all around campus is gonna blow. Yeah, I wish it would warm up. Like, I wish summer would hurry up and get here. And here in Kentucky, it's not even like it gets cold, like it gets bitter cold. But it's the humidity. I've talked to people who came into the state visiting from like Colorado or one of the mountain states out west, and they say that the winters here are worse than what they have there just because of the humidity. Like, it's just sort of that, just like cut you to the bone cold. See, we're the opposite. You get about winter. There's 2 seasons in Kentucky. I mean, that's it. There's summer, and then there's winter, and there's no really in between. And it's almost mostly, it feels like summer, because our winter basically starts in like the end of January, so right now. And then it'll go until like the 1st of March. And then you'll go to sleep one night and wake up and suddenly it's 65 degrees. and it'll just keep getting hotter. Hey, Divide, what's going on, man? Um, you actually hopped in at a pretty. Yeah, I feel you there, Eagle. And Divide, you really haven't. You really came in at a pretty good time because I went ahead and took care of Sabrina. That fight was kind of a wash, honestly. I I was done with it really in about not even 10 minutes. And yeah, I mean that would have to be good, so that way you're not, always out in the weather. See, I get cabin fever. That's my big the cold and the cabin fever with winter drive me absolutely insane. Like I'll sit inside. You can't really go out and do anything because it's too cold. So you spend all your time cooped up, and you get a little. I get a little on edge by the end of winter, honestly. So that's why I like the summer here, because it stays warm enough that you always have an excuse to go swimming at the lake, and then you can come in about 8, 9 o'clock, and I can start taking care of stuff with the channel. I mean, I've basically been a hermit this entire winter break. Like, I've only got out of the house when I've had to. So, so, if nothing else, I commend you for being able to do it, because I get a little stir crazy by, by like the second week of winter break. I get stir crazy because there's only so much TV and so much, so many books I can read, and so much recording and just planning on the channel I can do in one sitting before I get a little on edge. But hopefully here we can get through with this battle, and we should be at Cinnabar in no time. Well, hey, I mean, really, it's different things for different people. If, see, that I've always been one to, to kind of like being outside during the summer. But I mean, I like being out. I don't like being around a lot of people though, so I can get that. I get really washed out being out in public for too long. So I like being at home for that, or if I go out and do anything, it's usually just with a small group of people, kind of in an intimate setting like that. But man, it sounds like you pretty well have the good setup. And like I said, different things for different people. I mean, ultimately, as long as you're in a position and you're you're doing what's making you happy, then that's the most important thing. Now, how in the blue hell am I supposed to do this? And why am I even on these stupid islands for anyway? I think your boy here has took a wrong turn somewhere. That's Yeah, you'll definitely have to show me that because it sounds like you have a really killer setup. And what like what you've shown in the Discord as far as you're in the Discord and then like in your streams as far as how you have everything set up with your office. I don't want to get in the middle of that. I don't even want to know what's going on over there. But it looks like you have a nice setup there. But yeah, you know, yeah, you'll have to show it to me just sort of in its entirety. Well, that's not very fair. I made it like 2 feet. Alright. Okay, here's the stupid islands again. Your boy's a little lost. Come check the town map, make sure I'm heading the right way, and I know I have to go around. I know I have to go around the Seafoam Islands. Nice. I saw you were working on the upstairs office. How did that wind up turning out, by the way? Because you've shown pictures of it and it looked like it was coming pretty well. And especially if it's got like that steampunk theme, that would be pretty sick. See, I'd like to have more projects, honestly. Not dadgummit, I was hoping I could have avoided him. Honestly, I'd like to have more projects to do to kind of keep me busy. Just outside of doing, the channel and everything in school. Because I like to do little projects, woodworking, things like that. But I have this really bad tendency to get sidetracked. So I have all these plans for all these little projects I want to do. I've been telling my wife I'm going to build her a spice rack since the beginning of time, and the most I've got is I've got the frame cut out for it. So Divide, I'm planning on streaming probably till a little after 10 o'clock. Like I had said earlier, I got classes in the morning. I gotta get up at 6, so 6 Eastern time. So I have to get in the bed at least a little after 10, so I can get enough sleep to drive, because I actually don't go to class close to me. I actually have to commute about an hour and a half to my classes, so I have to get up super early and drive. But I should be on till a little after 10. The plan is to try and get through with everything on Cinnabar Island, take care of Playin, take care of that, and hopefully get through the Sevi Island event pretty quick. Because me, like the absolute genius I am, didn't pay attention, when I was planning everything out, and totally forgot that there's a sort of a Sevi Island side event you do before you get a chance to take on Giovanni. So it kind of threw everything off a bit, because it's not going to take 35 minutes for me to get everything done on Cinnabar, honestly. Because because I can get through the mansion pretty quick to get the key, and then Blaine, I'm set up to be able to take on Blaine pretty quickly. So I'll probably try and at least bust through this and then get the Sevi Island event done. And if I have time, I may just go ahead and go on, take care of Giovanni, and then I can take some time, do some grinding tomorrow evening, and then that'll get us set up for the stream I plan on doing Friday, where hopefully we'll get everything wrapped up. And nice. Are you redoing, Eagle? Are you redoing your furniture, or just doing like reupholstering it, or what all are you doing with it? Yeah, I'll go check those out right before I go to bed. After I wrap up the stream, I'll go give those a quick look over, because it sounds like you've got a pretty wicked setup going on, and I can't wait to take a look at it. I got turned away. I always thought the mansion had the coolest soundtrack of any, other than the gym battles. I always thought the Pokemon Mansion had the coolest soundtrack. It's like this techno style, and it almost has like this dance beat to it. You can really get behind this. I see. Sounds like you are going to have your hands full with that for a while. But when you get those done, shoot me some pictures. Let me see how they look, man. Press it. Why not? Let's see. Is Jolteon up front? Yeah. Jolteon, if you watch this, if you're on and you've watched the streams from a few episodes back, Jolteon's holding an item called the Cleanse Tag, which basically acts like a near permanent repel. As long as Jolteon's at the front of the team, it's going to repel lower leveled Pokemon. So it makes it a bit easier to go through places like the Pokemon Mansion, like some of the caves. So you'll probably see a lot of me moving forward with Jolteon at the front of the team. That's just to allow me to get through it a little bit quicker and not have so many random encounters. Ooh, what's this? Zinc. I'll have to see what Zinc boosts as soon as I get out of this battle. Somebody should look into doing some exterminating around here. It looks like they got a major rat problem. Zinc, special defense. I'm gonna use that actually on Charmeleon. And I should have protein, which I'll use on Pidgeot. Get that attack up with him for a bit. See if I have anything else. Nope. And these journals, I'm not going to go through and read them all, because then we would be here for a while. But all these journals kind of give you the backstory, the whole Mew and Mewtwo backstory, which I thought was really neat. It kind of gives you another little mystery to look into in the game, and it kind of helps foreshadow everything that you can do in the post-game with Cerulean Cave, which I will 100% be doing, by the way. Alright. Now, where does your boy need... maybe I should have bought some repels just in case, because this is getting a little out of hand. Can't go that. Really, game? Now, if I hadn't have started with Charmander, if I hadn't have picked Charmander as my starter, and I'd went with Squirtle, which is usually always the other one I'll always pick for this game. If I'd started with Squirtle, I would have held off on getting a fire type until here, and probably tried to get a Growlithe, because you can get it and almost immediately evolve it into Arcanine, and you're pretty well set as far as a fire type. Alright. There's an item, and hopefully I'm not wasting my time on this item. If it's something stupid, I'm gonna be a little bit upset, honestly. Let's see what it is. Calcium! It's not the best, but it's something. It'll help with special attack. I'll give that to Jolteon. Alright. Alright. Ain't got no time for you, Eradicate. I also don't have anything to do with the dude down there. Max Potion. Not really even worth coming over here, honestly. Let's see. Only way to go is down. Guess I am gonna have to talk to him. Yeah, you're telling me, dude. And I always thought this was an interesting character design, because he doesn't really look like a burglar. He just looks like a really low rent trash man, honestly. So, and this is actually one of the only places in the entire game that you can run into the burglar. It's a trainer class that's specifically isolated to the mansion. You can't run into him, at least not to the best of my knowledge, anywhere else. And they're pretty standard fare. They'll use poison types, and they'll use fire types primarily. So they're pretty, they're not really anything too much to worry about. They're mainly here to kind of add a little bit of a difficulty of spike to this puzzle. Just hit him with a quick surf and be done with this. Oh no! My bag of loot! Like, what could you have really even found here, dude? This place looks like it's been abandoned forever. Got away safely. Oh, I am getting horrible flashbacks to Sabrina's warp puzzle already. This is becoming another warp puzzle, and I'm scared, and I need an adult. Like, I need an adult here to help me get through this. I'm lost, and I need an adult. Please send an adult. Okay, I've already been over here. Where? Where in the hell am I going? Oh. Send the closest thing you have to an adult. Fresh out of adults. Do you plan on getting any shipments in anytime soon? Because I could really use one right now. I'm kind of lost. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, at this point, I'd take a gremlin or, you know, really anything at this point. I just need some major assistance because I'm lost, and it's not a fun time right now. Like I'm lost in this big scary mansion, and oh god. Now I cannot remember because there's one of these you'll hit and it'll drop you all the way back to the first floor, and there's another one you'll hit and it'll drop you where you need to be. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the one I needed. Wheezing. I didn't even know that you could run into wheezing here. I knew you could run into coughing, and I knew you could run into Carbos. Eagle, I do have to ask, does this gremlin wear a funny hat? Because right now I need some distraction from the fact that I'm totally lost in a big spooky mansion. So, if it's wearing like a funny hat, or, could do a funny song and dance routine, that would really, 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 really make this big scary mansion a bit less scary. Alright, we're just gonna run away from you. Press it, who wouldn't? You're right. Oh, a fez! I like fezzes. Fezzes are cool. Well, if he's wearing a fez, would he object to wearing a bow tie? Because anytime I think of fezzes, I think of Doctor Who. So if he's gonna wear a fez, he's gonna also have to wear a bow tie. Alright. And I think I can get the TM for Solar Beam right here. Ooh, Blizzard. I remember in the old games, it was the TM that you got out of here was actually the one for yeah, there it is. That's weird. You can get Solar Beam, you can get Blizzard, but I don't think you can get Flamethrower here, which would kind of complete the set. The three of the strongest. Not entirely sure, we haven't tried. Last person who tried, get him in a vest. Okay. So I will definitely have to give the bow tie a try then. Because if he's not partial to vests, he may at least be partial to bow ties. At least I hope so. I don't want to get eaten. It would kind of... I don't want to have a Firefly situation here where I start this big series of streaming Fire Red and then it gets canceled at the end because of death. Okay, good. No! Not gonna lie, that kind of gave me a jump scare because I completely forgot that he was even there, and I looked over to check the chat, and all of a sudden I hear the trainer music. And I kind of got a little bit of a jump out of that. Oh man, paralyzed. You know, it's weird. This has kind of come full circle because I spent the first like 3.5, 4 episodes complaining that I'd done nothing but over-leveled Charmeleon, and now he's kind of under-leveled. I'm gonna put my money, and I'm not much of a betting man, but I'm gonna probably put my money on him being an X person at this point. So, I mean, don't lose hope, but at this point, I would just kind of write him off as a loss, and move right along. And that, as what we say, is that. Hopefully I can hurry on and actually, I should have an escape rope. Why am I going through all this nonsense for? I should have like 3 escape ropes. 6! Even better. Yeah, I hate when that happens. When I was doing my last Happy Wheels video, not only did I spend like half an hour trying to find the actual freaking footage that I even recorded, but then I spent another half an hour trying to find some of the music tracks. So, and I understand that that's kind of what happened to me. As well. Like, I hadn't been on in a bit, and I hadn't really had a need to get back into any of my like my files, so I kind of forgot where they are, or they were. Now, at this point I can either take on all these trainers to unlock the doors, or I can play the Pokemon edition of Jeopardy. Get it right, and the door opens. Get it wrong, and face a trainer. If you want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader, then get it right. Here we go. Caterpie evolves into Metapod. Yep. Just gonna slide right behind you here, sir. Blah, 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 blah. Get it wrong, face a trainer, blah, blah, blah. There are 9 certified badges. Wrong, there are 8. Blah, blah, blah. Trainer quiz. Get it wrong, face the trainer. Here we go. Poliwag evolves 3 times. No, it evolves 2 times. I don't know why they had to have the quiz machine say the same thing every time. It literally should just start asking you the questions. Are electric moves effective against ground types? Nope. Get it right, and yeah. We've seen and heard it before. Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. That's true. Get it right. Get it wrong. Here we go. TM.8. Now, I always liked this question because when I was younger and I played the game, when I finally figured out how to actually, you know, put together a team and not just wander around in circles, and I finally got to this point, I always thought that Tombstone was a real move that they just misnumbered the TM for on this question. And it kind of broke my heart a little bit to find out that it's not a real move. Here we go. So, Playin here, Gyarados will lead, Nidoking, Snorlax, Charmeleon. You kind of know the drill there. I am Blaine, the Red Hot Quizmaster. And here you go, the scene that sparked 1,000 memes. Ha! You better have Burn Heal. I always thought that Blaine was one of the characters that they always managed to keep a really cool design on, with the whole like lab coat, red tie, just kind of, you know, kind of like, you know, angry mad professor vibe coming from him. Okay, so now that we've, you know, scared the attack off of each other, I kind of wish I'd found the item, because I know you can find it in this game, I believe, the item Mystic Water. Because as long as any Pokemon that holds Mystic Water, trying not to cut. Is there something you need to tell me? I mean, are you? I mean, what situation have you put yourself in to where you would be in danger of cutting an ear off? Ponyta. Oh, thumbnail. I mean, I didn't know if you were like trying to give yourself a haircut with garden shears, or you know what kind. I really didn't know what kind of situation you'd put yourself into, you know, that your ears would be in danger. So thanks for clarifying that. I was a little worried there for a minute. Rapidash. Way more effective. It's way faster, but I've always thought you could get a. You know, do better things with the overall style with a pair of shears. You can, you know, just some of the things you can do with layering it. Oh God, it's gonna use bounce. Oh, pogo, 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 bounce! Pogo, 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 pogo! Actually really surprised that Gyarados has lasted this long. I knew I was going to use Gyarados for Blaine, I just didn't think that he would be as effective. No! I'm getting Happy Wheels flashbacks! Which I need to record that. I'll probably be recording that. I'll probably be recording that Wednesday. Honestly, Wednesday night. Because I try and do them trying to get one out basically once a week to try and stay in line with when the when the levels get updated. But you know, I've been missing my boy Pete, so I figure it's about time. About time I get back to Happy Wheels. Arcanine. Now, I'm actually legitimately afraid. I feel like this is going to be where the wheels fall off. Yeah, I saw that coming. Saw that coming a mile away. So we're gonna go with Nidoking. And we're gonna go digging underground. Are you kidding me? Oh, this isn't gonna end well. I can already see this not ending good at all. Well, it might end pretty decent because like he's Siri. He had to use. He used Fire Blast, Fire Blast. He should have. Yeah, yeah. Huh. Let's see what we're working with here. All right, so Gyarados. Let's see who has the better special defense. Honestly, I don't know how I didn't see it coming. When in doubt, I always default to my terrible public school education being the culprit. So, I find that works as a perfect defense. So, when in doubt, blame the public school system. Congratulations, Blaine. You played yourself. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to hold up in a court of law, though, honestly. Like, so, it might get you out of a fight here or there, you know, with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your friends. The only place it's not going to work is with law enforcement and with people on the internet, because as we all know, you never win arguments you have on the internet. You just don't. All right, so I think he gave me the TM for, I want to say Fire Blast. Why? I don't care. I hate my computer sometimes. I love it and I hate it. Here I am trying to stream, trying to provide content. I wouldn't call it high quality content. Trying to provide content to my subscribers and friends here. And my computer decides to remind me that my Norton subscription has expired. I don't know why it couldn't have waited until some other time, maybe tomorrow, maybe just not. And here he is, the genius who turned himself into a Pokemon. I don't... Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to come with you. The game's not going to progress until I do. There we go. And it's the most annoying thing because it never happens when I don't want to go see Celio. I don't care about Celio. Celio could just not. This is archaic, rising contender as the champ, body, 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 zero aptitude for battling. PC's on this island, you just can't link. Two island. There's a guy there that runs a game corner. He has this thing for rocks. Yeah, that's gonna be my new slogan. Can you just not, please? Can you just not turn me into a glorified errand boy? But yeah, that's my quote. That's my quote for the year. That's, you know, let's make it go viral. It's going to take over the world. Concilio just not, please. So, in addition to forgetting that I even had to do this gigantic, you know, nonsense trip, I just, that stuff like that's just kind of why I try and avoid, you know, a lot of online gaming where you can chat with people, because I'm an old refugee of the Black Ops 2, you know, Xbox 360 days, and I've dealt with enough stuff online, just dealing with online stuff, that's like, I don't want to deal with these people, because I don't know who Lost Stell is. Her name even tells me that she's probably lost somewhere. And I guess since you're just too lazy to do it, I'm gonna have to go find her. I hate games that are like that. I have there are three types of like missions and quests and things that really just kind of drive me absolutely batty. I hate fetch quests. Well, you know, I would trade that for, you know, the first half of a stream literally being me not knowing that I've got all the aspect ratios and stuff for my stream completely wrong. So people are only seeing like a tiny part of the game. I assume this is her house. Okay, she's not there. Good. Otherwise, this stupid fetch quest would be over too soon. But no, I hate fetch quests. And RPGs are the worst for it. And I love RPGs. I love a really good RPG. I keep meaning to bust out Final Fantasy 15 again and do another playthrough of it just for fun. But I hate fetch quests, and the ones I hate the worst are fetch quests that send you halfway across the map. That's why, like, the bounty hunting missions in Red Dead, I love them, except where you're, like, in one corner of the map. You're, like, in Blackwater, or somewhere, and the bounty's all the way out in like Ansburg or Van Horn. Now I actually don't have the expanded version though. I don't have, you know, everything to do online. At least the way I remember you had to have. And no, if they're done well and you know there's like good build up to it, that's great. Plus if you get on a horse and throw it in the cinematic mode, you can just kind of watch the scenery go by, and that game was honestly absolute scenery porn for me. Like, it was just so beautiful to look at. I would spend more time looking at stuff than, you know, actually doing anything. But I hate fetch quests. I really hate escort missions. God, I hate escort missions. And it's not, and escort missions would be fine if it was something like Red Dead does, where you actually have somebody you're escorting. No, I don't want to make anything out of it just yet, because your Mohawks intimidate me, and I also have my team completely out of order. So, okay, now I want to make something of it. Also, dude, you're like 20-something, 30-something years old. I'm 10. Just shove me out of the way. You know, not everything can be settled with what's honestly the equivalent of, you know, dogfights for kids. So, my bad, my bad. My bad, trust me, I do not aim to be intentionally cold. With that being said, I hope, and this is actually a perfect example of another mission I hate, and Pokemon is getting notorious for it, where you have to fight like an entire army of, you know, an entire army of bikers, or an entire army of, you know, the evil team, you know, they're little red shirt grunts. So if I remember right, I only have to fight 3 of these guys, but each of their teams is pretty loaded. So I take it you just sort of you couldn't find one that fits, so you actually had to go and make another one. Please tell me you at least kept your ear. You know, please tell me you at least got the, you know, you solved your little ear problem you were having. Ah, man, it happens. It happens. I've jacked up thumbnails pretty bad before. But part of my problem is I'm not sitting on the actual, you know, like the full Adobe suite. Most of my thumbnails actually use Spark for. And your boy here is really bad sometimes at at making thumbnails, in part because I'm like way thinner than I intended. As long as you maintain, sort of a normal, normal ratio, as long as you're not like, pencil thin. Please let this one go pretty quick, because I'm already stuck in a stupid fetch quest. Ooh, that's no good. But your boy here, I'm bad for, sometimes I'll jack stuff up on my thumbnails that I shouldn't, like, at parts of my text will be, not where I really wanted them. And one of my videos, for whatever reason, I had the whole thumbnail, and I used Spark for mine, and it has a preset option on thumbnails. Like it'll put everything into a thumbnail size. So I was editing, and I got the picture I wanted, and I had the text that I wanted. But for whatever reason, when I saved it to my computer and attached it in YouTube, for whatever reason, it put it into letterbox format. Well, I'm poor. I mean, I'm right now I'm the perfect living example of the poor college kid. So I don't really have like the full-on Adobe suite. I use the Spark editor online. It's completely free, and it works pretty decent, except for whatever reason, sometimes I'll get a text box, and I'll have it set to, be completely opaque, so it only has my text, and then it's like it's clear behind it, so you can see the coloring and everything. But sometimes, for whatever reason, it will not go 100% opaque. So I wind up with a text box where there's just this very faint outline, and that's something I'm wanting to try and get better at. And that's something I really want to get better at just in general, is doing good thumbnails, because they, it's like a book cover. Oh goodness. Okay, so we're gonna go find this kid real quick. If I remember, and I feel like you could do a drinking game out of the, well, I think I remember, count that I've had for this video. But I think this is actually the last part of this, and once I get her, that should take care of this, and Bill will take me back to Cinnabar. Actually, he'll take me to Vermilion. I don't want to fight the creepy twins. Yeah, they really do, because it's the first thing that a viewer sees when they, if they search your name, or if someone recommends your video to them and they send it in a link. It's the first thing they see is the thumbnail. So if it looks like it was made in, Microsoft Paint, then it's gonna send the wrong message. And I really want to get better at that, because I'm guilty of it myself. If I see something and it has a really poorly done thumbnail, I'm less likely to click on it than I am with something. It doesn't even have to be flashy. It just has to look like some kind of amount of effort was put into it. It wasn't just, it was like the old videos, you know, that people would upload. They'd use like Movie Maker Studio or something, and literally it would just be like a blue screen with white writing telling you what the name of the video was. Okay, please don't let me... Ow. I'm trying to save a kid, woman! I wish that was an option! Why do I even have to fight her? I mean, this kid could be lonely, hurt, sick in the woods, and you're back to stopping me. You're stopping me just so that we can fight our pets against each other. When really I don't care about you or your stupid pets. I just want to find this stupid kid so I can get off these islands so that I can go back and take care of the things I actually care about. Like being the best, like no one ever was. Remembering that to catch them is my real test, and to train them is my cause. Okay, good, it's just Razor Leaf. Why am I using Ember? I have Flamethrower. Why am I the way that I am? Somebody please save me from myself. Alright, hit you with the Flamethrower. Use Ivysaur, who I do not care about. You're raising some wonderful Pokemon. Thank you. Just so you know, I was in the middle of trying to find a kid that's lost. So, you're very welcome for wasting my time, by the way. Berry Forest. Now, I don't know if there's any trainers here. I really hope not. You know, until somebody pointed it out, I didn't realize how much the trees in Fire Red and Leaf Green, they almost look like bodybuilders. It's like I'm walking through a forest of Arnold Schwarzeneggers, honestly. Or Tony Atlas, or whoever your big bodybuilders are now. That's not something I keep up with at all, actually. Max Ether, I am definitely glad to have that. Like, anytime I find like a Max Ether or an Elixir, I'm really happy with it. Because they're not super easy to come by. And they can really help you out in a pinch. If you... Hypno, I want... No thank you, you look absolutely creepy. And Hypno's just creepy all around. If you ever read any of its Pokédex entries, they are all basically your boy here takes his little like hypnotizing like metal donut or whatever, and will basically he's like this kind of, you know, like psychotic like Pied Piper of Pokemon. Alright, so, which is actually what I'm getting ready to run into here. I remember this much of it. Lostel needs to quit referring to herself in the third person, because it's not an endearing character trait. That just drives me absolutely loony. Alright, bite. I think I'm going to have more luck with Dragon Rage, because at least I know Dragon Rage is guaranteed to always do 40 points of damage. Now you can catch this one. Occasionally, the game will generate these. It'll put you in these situations with just automatic Pokemon that you have to face. Now, unlike the Ghost at the Pokemon Tower, you can actually catch. I could have actually caught that Hypno. I didn't want to because I just have no use for it. Here, take this stupid meteorite. I don't care about you or your creepy thing for rocks. Moonstone, which would have been useful had I not already found one a while back and used it on Nidorino. I want to go back to one island. Please tell me that's all I have to do. Okay, so we're going to go back here. I swear if I have to go anywhere else and do anything else, I'm going to be very unhappy. I don't want you to show me around the islands. I want to be paid for wasting that much time on that absolute nonsense. But we've pretty well got almost got this taken care of. We've almost got this beat. So my plan is this. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it here. Just going to chill out on this pier for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it here because I really should have honestly been in the bed about 20 minutes ago, or at least been laying down. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it here. I've really enjoyed having everybody out in the stream tonight. My plan is to stream Friday night, and I really want to go ahead and try and make a good run to go ahead and finish the game Friday night. At least finish or if nothing else, at least make it through the Elite Four, or at least make it through Victory Road, whichever I can get to. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it here. Before I do, I want to do another shout out. In the last stream, I done a shout out for Cinefuel. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to another friend of mine, Script Error Gaming. If you're in this stream and you're not subscribed to Script Error, you need to go ahead and subscribe to him as well. Great guy. He's running a great channel. He does a bit of horror stuff, kind of like Cine does. So go ahead, check his channel out. You know, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you know when he's doing new things on his channel. Same for me as well. If you're new here in the stream, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons. Ring the notification bell. They need a little bit of love. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it here. Next time we'll be getting to, hopefully, to the end. Like I said, I've really enjoyed having everybody here in the stream. I'm going to hop off. I'll talk to y'all in the next stream. Bye-bye for now.